He had just entered the bank with his son when they were ambushed by robbers.
As you can imagine, it's a motherfucking robbery.
Facing the gunman's threats, he remained composed, calmly calling his son to his side. When the robber realized his intimidation tactics had failed, he turned the gun toward the boy, unaware that this action would ultimately cost him his life.
Sit down!
Watching his son raise his small hand, he removed his hearing aid. Instantly, the world fell silent. In that moment, the demon within him awoke. When the gunfire ceased, the man emerged unscathed before his son, while all the robbers lay motionless on the floor. The scene left the staff utterly stunned. The man scooped up his son, glanced at the overhead surveillance camera, then turned and walked out of the bank. His actions shattered 5 years of peaceful existence. The moment the incident occurred, Sind, the head of a CIA-affiliated Special Operations Unit, received the news. Upon seeing the footage, he was overcome with emotion. For years, he had puzzled over why his two best operatives had betrayed him. Now he understood. It was because they had a child. But this story began 8 years prior. To counter global instability, Sind, acting on the CIA's highest directive, formed a special operations unit codenamed the Underworld Force. This unit specialized in covert missions, with Isaac and Kyle emerging as its most exceptional members and joint commanders. Despite a strict ban on workplace romance, the two secretly fell in love and even had a son. To preserve their peaceful life, they resolved to leave the organization and live the rest of their days under assumed identities. However, Isaac suffered permanent hearing damage during a mission, requiring a hearing aid for life, so Kayla took responsibility for their security. She knew Sind's nature well. He would never cease hunting them down, so Kayla lurked in the shadows, eliminating every one of Sind's men who approached her husband and son. 5 years passed in the blink of an eye, and their son grew up. They believed this quiet existence would last forever. But when he got into a violent altercation at the bank, he knew their cover would be blown. The moment they left the bank, she took her son and fled the city to their secret safe house in Florida. Upon learning of the incident, Sind had his men distribute the video footage to every member of the Shadow Force, offering a $25 million internal bounty demanding the complete annihilation of the Sind family. Soon, Kayla also saw the video on the dark web. She knew exactly what they were facing next. She messaged her cousin working at the Department of Justice, explaining their predicament and seeking her assistance. Coincidentally, the DOJ was gathering evidence for a case against Sind, so she agreed to help. After consulting with her husband Flick, they decided to accelerate their plans. Meanwhile, after a grueling trek with his son, Isaac finally reached a pristine forest north of Miami. Deep within this wilderness lay a World War II-era church.